I'll talk about Pakistan's water crisis. You know, recent times, what all we have heard about Pakistan? Economy bad, Balochistan. We know what's happened in Balochistan. I discussed it yesterday, day before. Train incident. Today also at Noshki, there's been an ambush. 13, 14 of the Pakistan soldiers have died. More casualties are expected. They don't have an answer. There's a problem with TTP. Their politics are in disarray. But what we don't understand is this: their water crisis. And this photograph which I've used as the thumbnail is straight lift from Pakistan's Gazette. It's called a Pakistan Gazette, which came out with this a special feature. I lifted it from there. Just see Pakistan's water crisis. Okay, it says a nation running dry. Very, very significant. You need to understand the fact that Pakistan's biggest threat is water. It is not Balochistan. It is not anything else. And this is what I have said always. Water is the werewolf which is going to eat up Pakistan. It will eat it up. And Pakistan has no place to go. Okay. Look at the water availability versus population, the graph. The orange line, this line is the availability of water per capita, per head. This blue line is the population. Okay. This gray line is the water stress line. That is at the time when the country is under water stress. When did that happen? Somewhere around 88, 89, it became a water stressed nation. What is a water stressed nation? A nation which, has about 1800 liters per individual per day. Okay. If you have only that much, I mean, it's not that one man will have 1800 liters will use, but it is for power, for agriculture and everything, because most of us don't use more than 200 liters per day normally. That also is hell of a lot. Okay. Yeah, after all, you'll have a bath, two buckets, 3 buckets of water. Is 20. Each bucket is 20 liters. 40 liters in the morning, 40 liters in the evening, 2 buckets of water also if you have. And for other things, another bucket or two. You will have 100 liters. But if you are incidentally, a shower, you use lesser water. And maximum about 200 liters. If you have a garden and all that, 200 liters per day. That's it. Average. But 1800 is overall. That level was breached long back. Somewhere around 2008-10, it became a water scarce nation. That is this yellow line, which is here. Okay, this yellow line. Water scarce nation. That is 1000 liters per day. If per capita 1000 liters per day, then you are in a water scarce situation. But now it has entered this, where the availability of water is just about 500 liters per day, per head. That is an absolute water scarcity situation in Pakistan, and that is not reversible. See, in China, there's a population declining. That's not reversible. In Pakistan, because of the increase in population, which is going to go up to 250, 300, the same amount of water, in fact, lesser water, and that cannot be reversed. Pakistan can do anything, it cannot be reversed. That's the curse with it has to live, and no one is bothered about it. So in this gazette, he says, what are the causes of Pakistan water crisis? Population growth and urbanization. The more you urbanize, the more water you need. And Pakistan's major cities like Karachi, Lahore, they don't have water. Deforestation and mismanagement is rampant in Pakistan. And these points are from that Pakistan Gazette. They know. They don't have a plan. And all their plans are fake. Climate change and glacial melt, they're going to be affected. They got about 7,000 glaciers in the Himalayas. They're shrinking. And then, of course, there's this massive inefficient water usage in agriculture, which has been pointed out twice by the World Bank to them in two reports. They're fantastic reports. They exactly pinpoint where Pakistan has to look. But Pakistan never looks. Because Pakistan Fauj to kuch aur hi karti hai. And then they have lack of water storage infrastructure. I'll touch upon it. What water they have is more than enough in Indus, but they don't know how to use it. That's the point. And why water storage is not there. What are the problems they're going to have? And they're going to have, it's not going to have, they're having food insecurity, agriculture. 20% of their GDP is agriculture, and 40% of people live on that agriculture. And that is gone. Then, of course, drinking water shortages and health. It's established that 80% of Pakistan's population has unsafe drinking water. Polio, cholera, diarrhea, hepatitis, all this are rampant. So they have to not only go without water, they have to spend on medicines and health. Paisa nahi hai. And that army is funkoing money somewhere else. Then, of course, is there going to be economic and social instability, which has actually started. This is why I'm not here now to talk to you about all this, but you can come to a very interesting thing. You've not heard of this, but this is it. Green Pakistan Initiative. What is this Green Pakistan Initiative all about? You heard of SIFC? Special Investment Facilitation Council, put by Asim Munir. Part of this is Green Pakistan Initiative. What is the aim? Modernize, mechanize, maximize agriculture. Make it green. Increase productivity, all that. And this is the crux of the problem today. Okay. In that SIFC, Asim Munir has put all army officers. That's a Fauji establishment. Okay. Now he's militarized the economy also. So what did this militarized economists do? They started this Green Pakistan Initiative. What do they want to do? They want to introduce corporate agriculture based on modern agricultural technology to increase production, which I told you. Now, what is that? I mean, fundamentally, for agriculture, you need water, isn't it? So, what they have done, they are putting 6 canals in the Cholistan desert, new canals from Indus. Okay? And that land which is astride these canals, they have given it for corporates, they've sold it off. And these corporates are who? Owned by Faujis in some manner. So, in some form, they have enabled corporates. They got corporates, they got people from outside, So, a corporate is given, say, 100 acres of land, 50 acres of land goes to Fauj, 50 acres of land goes to that corporate. The corporate will pay for the entire 100 acres. That's the deal, which is happening in Pakistan. And to ensure that that land, it's all desert land, no, there's no water there. So, they're putting 6 canals. Now, the moment they put 6 canals, water down in Sindh is not there. And this is at a time now when there's already a 35% water shortage for the existing rabi crops. This wheat will get harvested now. The Holi has just finished, no, April, May. This is the harvest time. They'll need the last watering they'll have to do sometime now. Or they would have done. I don't know. I mean, I'm not to this thing. But there's no water there. The moment that stops, they have to start putting paddy. For that they now they got two major dams called Tarbela and Mangla. Now, what has happened in Tarbela and Mangla is that over years it has been silted. Silting has happened. The level in the water has such that there's dead water levels have reached. That means there is water in the dam, but that water can't be taken out for canals. So the dam is both these dams are useless. A dam is useful only in summer, no? It's not even summer and they've reached dead water levels. And this has been happening for the past 2-3 years. So it's only now run of the water kind of a system. What is run of the water? जो पानी पीछे से आएगा वही आगे करो. That's not enough. Come summer, the water requirement will go up and the water flow will reduce. And you don't have capacity to store it. You don't have capacity to store it, and you're starting 6 new canal projects and you sold the land off. Army. That is the scarcity. That is why today in Pakistan, you forget about Balochistan, the other problems are there. Okay? And there's growing water shortage. Summer and winter crops both are going to have a problem. And this is going to be the new normal hereafter. I told you, that graph in the beginning. So it's in a bad shape. This is this project where the Chief Minister of Punjab and Asim Munir went and inaugurated the whole thing. Okay, in Cholistan area. This is, and mind you, this is from Al Jazeera. Okay, Pakistan News says resolution against the 6 canal project on Indus River sails through Sindh Assembly. The Sindh Assembly and the Sindh State province is now going politically against this. Thank you. We don't want it. Because complete Sindh will go dry if this goes through. And this Fauj will make sure it happens because they've taken money. They are giving some fake news that this will be surplus water, real water, and it won't be there for everyone. But we know how it is in Pakistan. And there's a political crisis in Sindh and the Cholistan project. And it's from the Daily News, Daily Friday News, with that, I'm forgetting that fellow who owns it, Nayadaur guy. So there's a major problem coming up. Just think. Here is this case where there's water shortage in Sindh. It's going to affect people in Sindh. There's a problem in Balochistan. And if Balochistan problem gets conflated with the Sindh water problem, what will happen to Pakistan? Okay. And if you see overall also, Pakistan as a state, what is happening in the state? I mean, just think. Look at the Champions Trophy which happened. It was supposed to be Pakistan's showcase trophy, a major competition being held in Pakistan after such a long time. There was not a single guy from Pakistan on stage in Pakistan, in Dubai, in the final. See, when the thing was held in India, even if Australia won, it was held in India. Our people went and gave the trophy away. Oh, once I remember when the Champions Trophy earlier, Sharad Pawar ji went and gave the thing to Ricky Ponting, and Ricky Ponting told him to go. We have won, we'll leave it to us. All that. अभी तो ये वो भी नहीं है. You see the mess Pakistan is in, their coordination. They got this trophy after such a long time. They, one place it rained, they had to cancel. Wherever it rained, they had to cancel matches. There's no preparation. Grounds are poor. Then, in some place where I think Australia match was there, instead of Australia national anthem, they played Indian national anthem. I wish, for Pakistan, whenever Pakistan team was playing, Indian national anthem should have played. They'll be very good. Okay. And then just think, you holding a Champions Trophy and you come last in the tournament in your pool. You're the worst. So all this you put together, you see it's a weak nation. The nation is becoming weaker by the day. And weak nations fragment. That's the natural thing. Weak nations can't stand up to their own problems. And water crisis is huge. Whether Balochistan exists or not, I couldn't care a damn. Whether Khyber Pakhtunkhwa exists as part of Pakistan or not is okay or not. I don't know. Whether what happens in Kashmir is also irrelevant. But पानी नहीं होगा तो पाकिस्तान टूटेगा और पानी नहीं होने वाला है. You watch the fun. Why are people running away from Pakistan? Right? And now, of course, there's a US travel ban on Pakistan. It has come out in black and white. Yeah, this is the New York Times thing. So where is this nation going? That is why I brought this in today. We have to understand that there are going to be major problems in Pakistan as we go along. And this security, it's not only a security problem. There's going to be political problems. There are going to be economic problems. There are going to be societal problems. After all, any problem like Balochistan is going to breed its own societal problems. Problems of water will lead to political problems and societal problems. Their internal politics between PTI, PMLN, and the army will generate its own problems. Then there's a problem with TTP, PTM, and the rest, PTI. The government there is PTI in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. That's a different story. Their debt, they can't repay anyone. They're constantly with a begging bowl. So, where does that leave India? We have to understand this problem in a different dimension altogether. And yet they want to go and topple the Bangladesh government and do a coup out there and all that nonsense. So there's seriously something wrong with Pakistan, which we'll have to put up with, or rather look out for. Day after tomorrow, not tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I'm going to do another event, another discussion with General Dushan Singh on Balochistan. As Balochistan is on the brink, Pakistan is looking at the wrong direction. It's looking towards India. So we'll discuss more of Balochistan day after tomorrow. So those